Warning, the following audio transmission will forever change your outlook on society. You will no longer believe the narrative. You are about to wake up and see things for what they really are. News, facts, and opinions. This is the Doom Daily Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Doom Daily Show. I am your host, Jester Dooms. The email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. Find us everywhere on social media at Jester Dooms. Yeah. Producer Scooter, how are you? It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lovely cold, probably where you are, Tuesday, December 30th. I hope that your morning is going good so far. You know, good vibes, good things for the day, man. You know, we all just kind of are riding in the same busted ass ship around this universe. And I'll tell you what, it's busted as fuck. It's really bad. And just getting through things day to day, just kind of what we got to do. You know, don't worry about all the craziness that's going on. I know we talk about the craziness over here all the time, and I get you guys real fired up sometimes. But remember, we usually start out these episodes with, "Hey, man, I hope your day is going fantastic." As you're listening to this audio transmission, as you're listening to this, blaring it in your car speakers on the way to work or whatever it is you're doing, I will be starting to get back into the routine of getting people where they need to go in the morning, starting to get their kids around, make the rounds, and do the things they need to do. We're not quite there yet, getting everybody back where they need to go because, you know, they're still over winter break, but some of them are starting to get back in the routine of things, and it's getting good again. I'm waiting for my freedoms to come back. If you guys missed it, yesterday we did a really decent TikTok live. If you guys aren't coming into the TikTok and catching the lives, at Jester_Dooms on the TikTok. It's Doomsday Podcast is going to be back with a new co-host January 5th, I believe. Just FYI, anybody that's been missing that show, it is on its way back. Man, the exhaustion that just comes with day-to-day existence. So yesterday, I ended up gifting the totaled van that we had to my oldest son. And he is ecstatically happy about this. Now, when I say totaled van, I want you guys to understand something. The van was not totaled. The van simply cost more to repair than what the insurance company deemed it worth. It still drove fine. It still rode fine. Everything was fine. The only real issue was the quarter panel was rubbing the tire. The one door won't open, and there's a gap in the door that allows wind and rain and fumes to come in. So whenever I was forced to use this thing for a while I was seeking out a new vehicle and I was stuck using this one, I ended up taking a come along and pulling the quarter panel back out enough to where it wasn't rubbing the tire anymore. We solved that problem. I solved the problem of the rain and the fumes with some Gorilla Tape over the gap in the door. All right. And then it was fine. No problem. Did it look like a busted piece of shit? Yeah. But did it get me up and down the road? Yeah. So after I worked out the deal I did with my insurance company, after they told me they wouldn't settle and fought with me for months, I ended up getting what I wanted money-wise and got to keep the van. So I figured I had two options of what to do with this van. Option one was just sell it to somebody who really needed a vehicle and sell it to them really cheap and kind of pay it forward kind of thing. Like, oh, you really need a car? Take this one for $500, you know, whatever. Then the other option was to simply just give it away. I tried to give it away to another creator who said they were looking for a van, but they wanted a bigger van because I was going to give it to my one creator friend. And he was like, "Nah, I need something bigger." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." He's like, "Even though free's hard to pass up." I was like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "I don't want it." I was like, "Okay." And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, who would want this van? And I had my father get a hold of my son because we don't really communicate. And I asked him if he had a license yet. He said no. I said, well, you tell him we have a vehicle here that I'm willing to give him because I know he doesn't have one, but he's got to get a license. And I said, I'll wait on him, but it's not going to be for very long because I don't want this thing just sitting at the house for a year while he's figuring out how to get a driver's license. Sure as shit, he had his license in about a week after that conversation. Then proceeded to get insurance and everything very quickly. And then trying to think. So yesterday I had went and got a bill of sale and got the title transferred over to him and did all the stuff. And I gave him a little list. I was like, all right, dude, it needs an oil change. Probably needs an oil change like now. It's been a little while, so probably needs one like now. The battery was dead in it, so I went and got a brand new battery to put in the van. So I was like, hey, dude, look, the battery's brand new. I just put it in there so I could drive it here. It's got a 90-day warranty, and so the receipt's in the glove box. If you have any problems with the battery, take it back. And trying to think what else. There were some other little odds and ends, but he ended up surprising the shit out of me because I gave him a list of things that he needed to do or get done on it. He got all done in a day. And I've never seen him put so much effort into something that quickly. So he must have been really happy to have, a vehicle and not be trucking shoe leather express anymore. He must be ecstatically happy about that. So that's good. And then, so I wanted to go back, take a step back. You might be asking yourself, Dooms, what kind of battery only comes with a 90-day warranty? I'll tell you what, I went down to Advance Auto and, I'm pricing batteries. And I said, listen, this is for my son. He's just got to get on the road. It's up to him to do maintenance and stuff down the road. I'm gifting him the vehicle. I said, I don't have a shit ton of money. I need the cheapest battery I can get for that thing. And he said, okay. And he's going through the price. I was like, man, you guys don't have you don't have generic batteries back there somewhere? He's like, hold on. He goes in the back. He comes out. He's like, I can sell you this one for $80. I'm like, sold. And so I guess they do carry, some of these auto parts stores carry a generic battery that's not a diehard silver or platinum or whatever the fuck that cost you $200 fucking dollars. Because the prices of batteries are quite expensive for vehicles. And it really blows my mind that we don't have because every vehicle needs a battery. My conspiracy brain over here is why don't we have battery rebuilding? Why don't we have battery refurbishments in every fucking major city? That, to me, that doesn't make any sense. But they know you need that battery to make your car go. So you're willing to pay whatever the fuck for that battery. So car will go, right? But so I got the discounted battery. It's a brand new battery. Only comes with a 90-day warranty. It's a generic battery. And I go to put it in the van, and it's just too short for the clamps to clamp it down. It's just too short. So I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? That's about the width of a fucking 2x4. I got about 1.5 inches there, right? So I go find a couple pieces of scrap 2x4. I set it down inside where the battery goes. Set the battery on it. Bam. Perfect. All right, you're getting a van and a couple pieces of 2x4. Rock and roll, man. Let's get it. And it's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. He's got wheels now. Hopefully, he'll get himself a better job because he'll be able to commute to a place that might offer better pay. Won't have to worry about getting a ride to work or taking shoe leather express. He'll now have reliable transportation. And the thing that kills me about this van is it got hit while it was parked. I was having lunch and it got hit while it was parked, and then the insurance company jerked me around since July. All right. So we had just put a new motor in the van, new brakes, alignment, tires, everything. Boom. Totaled within weeks after we're sitting there having lunch, or while we're sitting there having lunch. So in my eyes, it was we made a lot of investments into this thing for it to just get totaled. So in my eyes, I'm like, well, at least it's going somewhere to somebody who really needed a vehicle, and can get themselves around and stuff, that's all. It's good. Anyway, we'll be right back after these messages.
Can't get enough of Jester Dooms? Check out his other show, It's Doomsday Podcast, available on all podcast platforms. That's It's Doomsday Podcast.
Back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Doom Daily Show. I am your host, Jester Dooms. The email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. The website, www.jestersvoice.com. Leave me an audio message on the website. It goes right to my email. You can talk all the shit you want. All right? Hi. My apologies, Producer Scooter. I totally missed that first break. I was just rolling on. The year is coming to a close. I'm still waiting for you guys to send me some emails with your New Year's resolutions, if you have any at all. And I wanted to get into that on the show today. So every year, it's ingrained in us to make, and let me preface this with saying it's all a fucking facade. It's all a fucking facade. Every single last piece of this. And it's all designed and orchestrated by the corporate machines. Okay, it is 100%. So every year we come up with these new resolutions. We want to start taking the stairs versus the elevator at work. We want to be kinder to others. We want to get a gym membership and start going to the gym. We want to eat healthier. We want to make drastic lifestyle changes in order to better ourselves for the new year. New year, new you. Okay, so much so that who's at what gym is at the ball drop in New York every year? Oh, that's right. It's Planet Fitness. Okay. All right. Continuing. So we get hung up on this idea, and it's all part of this holiday season. It's all part of the bullshit, right? It is. So we have come into this mindset, oh, eat what you want. It's the holidays, and you could work it off after the new year and just make your resolution to lose 5 pounds and, blah, 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 all the bullshit, right? But you do realize that every single thing that involves a resolution usually requires you to spend some type of funding. If you want to eat better, you find yourself buying more fresher foods. You find yourself spending more time in the grocery store, and then you start buying things you really don't need, or you start investing in nutritional items for weight loss and stuff like that. And then what happens? You get a month into this resolution and it starts to get hard. You get 2 months in, you're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. You get 3 months in and you're like, fuck it. I had a good run. Because now nobody's talking about New Year's resolutions anymore. That season has came to pass because it is a season. Now, there are a handful of people out there that actually do stick with the resolutions. There are a handful, but it's not many. All right. Because if they were actually sticking to their resolutions, why would they need a new one every year? But I have personally been slacking off with my water intake. So I'm making it a point at the first of the year to highly up my water intake again. My water intake is better than most people I know. In fact, I would say in most circles I run in, I probably have the most water intake out of anybody. I literally watch friends and coworkers suck down soda and, fizzy drinks and shit all damn day. And I'm the one over here just with a jug of water, and they're like, you don't want a Dr. Pepper? I'm like, no, I don't drink Dr. Pepper. The only thing I drink is coffee, alcohol, water. That's it. That's it. So I don't think my water intake is bad currently, but it needs to be higher. I like to consume a gallon of water per day. All right. Now I can level with some of that being fluids. So, for example, if I drink like 5 cups of coffee in the morning, I'm deducting that coffee from my gallon intake for the day because that's a gallon of fluid. I don't want to do 5 cups of coffee plus a gallon of water on top of that coffee. Does that make sense? So the long and the short of it is I'm trying to get back up to where my water is because right now I'm probably only at about a half gallon a day and I want to be more at a gallon. So that's one resolution I got for the year. For whatever reason, I don't know why, and it just popped up one day, I think like in October, and I can't kick it for whatever reason. Fucking sugar for whatever reason. I don't know why, but the sugar, specifically in 2 forms. Like, I swear to God, I'm having like pregnancy cravings. I want gummy bears and I want chocolate. Like, that is what I want. I want gummy bears and I want chocolate. And I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck that is a thing all of a sudden, but it's like, I want fucking gummy bears and I want fucking chocolate and I want them at the same time. Like, I want a candy bar and I want gummy bears. And like, that's been a thing that I've been craving. And I can't for the life of me figure out why that's a thing, but it's new. And I know that sugar is not a good thing for you. And I know that sucking down candy is not a good thing for you. So the first of the year, I think I'm going to try to quit the sugar. Cold turkey, I think, is what I'm going to do. So the 2 resolutions so far are to kick the sugar completely and so kick the sugar completely. It sounds sounds depressing even saying it. I like my fucking gummy bears. So kick the sugar and increase the water. The other thing I think I'm going to try to tap into as well is reducing my caffeine intake. All right. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I find myself pissing all day long, nonstop. And I know it's because I'm drinking too much coffee. So I think I need to drastically reduce my caffeine intake, maybe to 2 cups of coffee a day. That's it. Because right now I'm drinking like a pot of coffee in the morning, then having coffee throughout the day. So I think that needs to stop. So reduce the caffeine intake, increase the water intake, decrease the sugar intake. My 4th, final resolution that I have is So I feel real dumb even kind of saying this one. It kind of feels stupid. But if you guys don't know, I used to be a smoker. I used to smoke cigarettes. Okay. And I smoked cigarettes for a long time and then quit for a long time and then started again and then quit again and started again. And it's been this vicious cycle of, I'll smoke for a couple years and be like, I don't want to smoke anymore. And I'll try to find something to wean myself off. Every once in a while, when I do quit, I'll quit cold turkey. And that's usually like the best. But for whatever reason, there's something that brings it back, like something traumatic happens and you pick up a pack of cigarettes, whatever. Like this last go around, when I started smoking again, my mom had passed away. And when she died, she left like 2 packs of fucking cigarettes at the house. And so what did I do? I'm traumatized as fuck. I light up a fucking cigarette. And then that continued for a while. And then I ended up quitting sometime after that. I ended up quitting. And then something made me pick it back up again. And I can't remember what the thing that made me pick it back up again was. I think my wife snuck some cigarettes into the house and I found them and I smoked one. I think that's what started. I don't know. But so I went from smoking a cigarette to smoking a tobacco pipe. And that really weaned me off the cigarettes like really good, mainly for the inconvenience factor of smoking a pipe. It's a pain in the ass. And then I ended up stopping the pipe altogether and just started using nicotine pouches. Okay. And I guess my whole thing is I want to reduce the pouches and eventually quit them. So I think the first of the year, I'm going to work on not having so many pouches, right? Eventually getting it to the point where I don't need the pouches anymore. And the reason why it sounds stupid is because you think it would be a very easy thing to quit. But for me, nicotine's a very hard one. That's a very, very hard one for me to just kick, is the nicotine. So it's not that like the nicotine pouches are causing me a bunch of health problems, just that, the other, it's the money factor. I mean, that's what it is. I'm probably spending about $10 a day on pouches because I have 3 different flavors that I rotate throughout the day. Each pack's about $5. So as I'm rotating these flavors every couple days, I'm buying 3 packs, right? And it's coming out to be right around $10 a day, maybe a little less. And I'm realizing, fuck, it's $300 a month for a fucking nicotine pouch, man. Like, this is stupid. Like, what the fuck am I doing? And when you realize what that equates to, fuck, by the end of the year, that's a plane ticket to go overseas. That's almost a car. That's basically a fucking car payment. That is definitely my insurance to tuck something into my lip and just spit it out later. That's insane. So it's mainly wanting to quit for the financial side of the spectrum, right? And then maybe see, the thing that worries me, this is the thing. It's the cravings thing. You get cravings and then you see somebody with a cigarette and you're like, hey, can I get one? And they're like, yeah, here. And then you're buying a pack and then boom, you're smoking again. I've been doing so well, not smoking for so long. It's been a few years since I had a cigarette and I don't want to go back to smoking. All right. I don't want to do it. I think I quit cigarettes in, oh God, I'm trying to think, man. Maybe like end of 2022, beginning of 2023, maybe something like that. And I just don't want to go back to the cigarettes. I've been away from them for so long, I don't want to go back. That's it. Anyway, we'll be right back after these messages.
Jester from It's Doomsday Podcast and the Doom Daily Show here. Do you ever find yourself overloaded with way too much information? Too many logins, too many passwords, too many websites for stuff you like? Yeah, I'm the same way. You don't have to worry about that with the Doom Daily Show and It's Doomsday Podcast. Let's make it simple. Just visit linktree.com/JesterDooms. Add it to your bookmarks. That way, when you need to find the right information, it's right there, under a tap of your finger or a click of your mouse. Go to linktree.com/JesterDooms. Get it, got it, done. Remember, no one has all the answers, but this will provide you with a place to start. linktree.com/JesterDooms. And now, on with the conversation. And here's Jester.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Doom Daily Show. I'm your host, Jester Dooms. The email, doomdailyshow@gmail.com. Producer Scooter is over there all sorts of shitty because I'm missing my break cues. It's all right, man. Sorry. God. So, to hone back in on these resolutions, the reason why I spent so much time talking about the nicotine pouches and why I want to break that resolution is because when you're picking your New Year's resolutions for the year, you need to pick something that matters for you, not something that's a trend, not something that everybody else is picking, not something that your coworkers are doing. You know, I mean, it's not, when you're picking these things, you're picking them for you and your loved ones and your close family. You're not picking them for, the glory of it all, or so your coworkers look at you in a different light. Like, no. These are for you and your family and your children, so you could better yourself for them and to be around and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. You do have these resolutions that are kind of group inclined, where it's like maybe you have a buddy at work and you guys live kind of near each other, but you're not like super, super close. You say to each other like, "Hey, Jeff," and they're like, "What's up, Mike?" And they're like, "Hey, you know what? What we should do is we should start carpooling so we could all like save money. We'll start this as the first year. It'll be our resolution to like save money. We'll all take turns carpooling, and then maybe we'll throw that money in at the end of the year." And we'll all take vacation together, go on a cruise or something. Like, it's different when you're doing something like that, or just like, hey, we need to figure out a way to all save some more money. What if we start carpooling, right? So it's a different thing when it's like a group thing like that. You're doing it together, or if you have a bunch of friends and they're like, hey, listen, we want our New Year's resolution to start going hiking as groups. Like, we all feel like we need this. Let's do it together. That kind of shit's different. But the resolutions, man, they're every year I hear these people bring these things up, and every year I watch them start, and every year they don't make it through the first month. And then every year they act like they're going to do it again, like it's a new year, it's a fresh start. It's not a fucking fresh start. The only thing that's fresh about it is you're leaving a date in the past, and you're given another time reference in your life, this little tiny blip for you to reference when something happened in the past. That's it. That's all it is. It's not this great reset. It's not this great, like, new beginning. It's not. It's another day with a different date. And I know we like to use this as a set thing, but January 1st is just as significant as your birthday to start something new. It's also just as significant of any day of the year to start something new. Okay? Like, I know one of the last times I quit smoking cold turkey, I was getting off a plane. I was flying back from Oregon to Florida. It's a hell of a fucking flight. And when I got off, I didn't want a cigarette. For whatever reason, I just did not want a cigarette. And I threw the pack away. And I didn't pick up cigarettes again until my mom died. Now, I don't know what sparked it that day, but it was sometime in May. All right. Sometime in May, toward the end of May, like May 20th or some shit like that. And I just quit smoking cold turkey. It didn't. So the point I'm making is, it doesn't always have to be the first of the year to say to yourself, I need to better myself today. or I need to pre-plan for it. No, I randomly threw a pack of cigarettes in the garbage at the airport. I was like, I don't want to smoke. The end. It is not that complex of an idea to think that you can do things outside of a special date, a special point in your life, a special time of reference. Days are special because we make them special, not because the dates are inherently special, okay? Everything you have that happened throughout human history, every date that's significant is because humanity has made it significant. And you have the choice to make your dates in your life significant. So just remember that as you're going into these resolutions. Remember that as the New Year's coming and you're talking to your coworkers at the office or you're on the job site at work and they're like, yeah, I really want to start doing this at the first of the year. You could look at them and be like, why not right now? Why not tomorrow? Why not today? Why not right now? Because it's doable. You can. They can. Sometimes we spend our whole lives waiting for a starter pistol that never goes off. And that's not how you want to live your life. You don't want to turn around, look in the mirror one day and be old and gray and be like, man, I should have done this. And I was waiting for the right opportunity. Make the opportunities yourself. It's okay to ask for help along the way, but don't spend your life waiting for the starter pistol to go off. And with that being said, Producer Scooter, if you would hit that button, sir, I'm out of here.
News, facts, and opinions. This is the Doom Daily Show.